as well as seasons 1 and 2 of Calculation League. By far our oldest competitor. I think I may have been the second oldest person in the playoff stage in season 3, and Domenico is at least older than me. But welcome, nice to see you. Hope everything's going well. Hope it's a beautiful fall in Italy.
I know the iPhone. That's okay.
We have Kaloyan and Rahul, who obviously you've played both of them several times here. I think this is their 5th match they've played each other.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Kaloyan got 3rd place the last 2 seasons, and Rahul got 4th place. They're interesting because they have somewhat similar strengths and weaknesses. They both prefer divisions and to some extent roots, although Kaloyan is definitely much better at roots, and they both prefer sort of more complex questions, which I think makes it a tough match for Rahul, because it's tough for him to find things he has an advantage on, but then he's also getting better and better and better. So it's an interesting match.
Kaloyan was runner-up at the World Cup, so it's
Yeah.
extremely difficult. It would be a very difficult match for almost everyone.
Yeah, and it's very difficult. We're doing our first attempt here on Blitz Finals, which is the most difficult sort of set of questions I think anybody's been asked to do in mental calculation. Certainly when you consider the time pressure. For one thing that is important is that the division format is quite difficult. We're going past 10 by 5 divisions. I think they're going up to like 15 by 5, 15 by 7. There may be even some 16-digit numbers. So the division questions are challenging for everyone except apparently Wenzel. But it makes a huge difference because Kaloyan is extraordinarily fast at 10 by 5 exact divisions. But when you do these bigger inexact divisions, it is a challenge for him.
So is Wenzel the only one who has been able to do them so far?
He's the only one who is consistently able to do all of them, essentially.
Not even
Even Aryan did very well in his. Well, I don't remember which specific matches. He definitely the first time he had division, it looked like he was doing them all, but the more recent time he was struggling with them. I think the difference. So both Kaloyan and Rahul, it is my understanding, they're not using cross division at all. Aryan is comfortable. I mean, he does use cross division to some extent normally, and he's comfortable using it when he feels it's beneficial, which is definitely helpful.
Mm-hmm.
I think in Wenzel's case, he's just simply comfortable dividing out by the whole 5, 6, 7-digit divisor. I'm not sure that there's any secret to it other than that. But yeah, so these right now they've got a really tough set. They have the very difficult multi-operation questions. They have these 5th roots, which they're being asked to solve to 4 or 5 significant digits.
Yeah, there's a few of them. Each time I lay my eyes on the screen, there's something like that.
Yeah, their complex format is 5th roots, and they have multiplication.
5 digits, because the 5th root by itself would be 2 digits, and then is there a 10 to the 3rd? I'm not sure.
10 to the 3rd, yeah, 5 significant digits. And then they have multiplication, and multiplication for these two is
well, this is relatively feasible compared to the others.
The one that Rahul has right now.
The one that Rahul is doing.
And Kaloyan just solved it correctly, and we're down to 15 seconds here. Rahul is going to probably have to solve it.
8 by 8?
Oh, he got it. He got it. He got it. So Kaloyan has a chance to solve this. If he solves it, and he's running out of time. I don't know if Rahul is going to get this done. It's 8 by 8.
8 by 8 in 20 seconds. How many people can normally do that you know?
The 8 by 8.
Yeah.
Well, so in the final stage, the other 4 finals competitors are doing the 8 by 8. So Venzo, Ari, and myself, and Abalaksha. And Mark Sanz obviously certainly can do it as well.
That will mean 20 points at MCWC.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Mark and I, you know, that's on paper and pencil, which is definitely tougher. But you know, Ari,
does it change a lot with a comparatively slow operation like that?
Yeah, the multiplication one changes a lot. Because it's writing right to left while you're trying to keep your eyes on the crosses is very difficult to do. So when I'm writing right to left, if I'm solely focused on the crosses, the number will turn out illegible. So about 3 times during the question, I have to take my eyes off the question, look at my writing, and make sure it's okay, and shift back, and then I have to find all the crosses again. Which it generally is going to add like 5 to 10 seconds for the solution time. Like even at when I've never really been able to do them on paper less than like 22 seconds or so. Even when I could do it on the computer in like 13 or 14 seconds. It's just, and I mean, I could write the answer, but it wouldn't necessarily be legible, and I would lose points too often. So here we have, okay, so I didn't quite see what they're doing, but we have square roots in this task, which probably means it's a clear win for Kaloyan. I can't imagine him losing a set that has square roots in it. He won square roots in each of the first 2 stages.
5 times 3 in about 20 seconds left after the addition. They both died, it looks like.
Yeah, so we have up to 10 significant digits on the square root. I will concede that I cannot solve 10 significant digits on the square root using what I usually do square roots with. It does not work for me, but it's interesting. It's interesting to see.
1 minute plus.
Sorry, 1 minute plus.
For significant digits and some luck.
Yeah. I was interested to see that
Or at least not the last.
Sorry, what?
It's 1 minute at least.
It's very, very difficult. Kaloyan is not having any issues extending his approach to 10 significant digits. Not any issues at all, really.
Well, if you use the standard method, the only issue is that you're going to have a few more operations to do as you progress.
By standard method, you mean you're saying like the duplex method, right? Is that
the linear approximation with subtracting squares and double products?
So my understanding is that is not what Kaloyan or Wenzel are using. I cannot say that for certain, but certainly video of Kaloyan answering it suggests that that is not what he's using, in the way that he is able to, he sort of chunks digits together when he answers. I think they're both, I think they're, well, I believe they're using like Newton refinement or
whatever you use, it's probably based on some evaluation of the so some initial approximation plus linear approximation of what remains. The
Yes.
alternative is they might do a linear approximation and division with a significant number of digits,
Right.
higher
Right.
than what you do with the standard method, which is
Yeah.
consistent with the fact that they divide by 5 or by 7 with no problem.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And although I'm surprised Rahul he is managing to keep this close. I'm not sure if that means he's doing much better at square roots than I expected him to do, or that Kaloyan made some mistakes. But we are running out of time here, so Kaloyan
It's a
does.
pretty long match. How long do they last in
They're
finals?
5 minute sets.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so this one's 15-12 Kaloyan.
So
Rahul, like
has the choice.
he randomized them all, so
Taking
we
the
had.
roots away.
Yeah, and I'm surprised. I'm surprised he didn't just go with roots. I think Rahul on that, you know, I he didn't want the easy level multi operation, which is interesting because he's very fast at that, and I don't really think he has an advantage on the hardest level one here.
What is 2024 difficult? Which task of last year's World Cup?
I would have to look. I wouldn't be able to look right now.
We will count on the screen, I suppose.
Yeah, we will see. Some of them have like 6 tasks, and some of them only have 2 or 3. I think it's the older ones though that have 2 or 3.
Oh, so it's not one single one that has been picked. It's a mix.
No, it's all the surprise tasks that I could use. But back in the older competitions, they had more word problems and like things that required mathematical knowledge. And so I had to omit those. But the recent NCWCs have been they've been more basic arithmetic.
So
I think
you obviously not use the one with the digits of pi because you would have to put them on the screen.
Right. I think they had one, and I don't remember what information they provided, but they had like a geometry question years ago, and I don't remember if they gave them everything they needed to know to solve it, or if they sort of expected some basic geometry knowledge.
But you will still have to draw the picture on the screen, and that's not compatible with the format.
So Rahul has jumped out to a lead. I believe he got the first multi-operation question correct, and Kaloyan did not. So he has so far proven.
Oh.
Oh, is Kaloyan not going to get this one? No, he didn't get it. Okay, so Rahul 3-1 lead. And this is 15 by 5. 15 by 5.
It wasn't even close to finishing it.
Yeah, it when you try to break this up and use cross division, it is extremely difficult. To get through it with the school method without making a mistake is extremely difficult. Kaloyan looks like he's gonna. Yeah, he stopped doing it. No, he didn't get it. Okay, so Rahul did not manage to get this square here.
7-digit number, which is more or less as difficult as a 5 or 6 digit multiplication. So
yeah, it should be easier because of the repeating, but it's sometimes hard to keep it in your, it kind of messes with your muscle memory when you don't see both numbers. That's a relatively difficult multi-operation question.
Yeah, not the worst I've seen, but it's still relatively difficult. But he should do it.
It's a 4 by 4 by 3, which is rather challenging when
without the whole 30 seconds.
Yeah, and he's got to do the additions and keep it in his head. Okay, he's got another chance here, a 14 by 5. He's going to need to get something here to close the 2-point gap.
4 number to the 3rd power. That's extremely difficult to my understanding. What Rahul has got.
I mean, I would, yeah.
And you could use
I
the full method, a third plus 3a square b plus 3ab squared plus b third.
mean,
With
I think
couples,
when it,
but
I would just try to square that using you know, a minus b and times a plus b, and especially when it's a nice number like that, I would try to square it, and then I would just try to do right to left, one digit by four digit with carrying the remainders, and see if I can. I wouldn't. I'm probably not gonna be able to get it done in 30 seconds, but if you gave me 15 more seconds, I think it would be able to do it.
I wouldn't even try. I would take a sip of water and wait for the next.
Yeah. Okay, so we're running out of time here. I don't think Kaloyan he didn't get it. So Rahul has won this match, unless he has won this set. Very, very difficult question.
Really low score.
I know Kaloyan he is not getting the division questions correct. He is actually answering some of them to the full amount of digits, but he's not quite able to get them
He has gotten
correct.
wrong questions that I mean I don't know him too well regarding his strengths and weaknesses, but it looks like he has gotten wrong things that he would usually be able to do.
We forget. I mean, it's easy to forget about the pressure. Like Kaloyan has gone all season. He lost one set in the regular season, and then, I mean, he hasn't really ever been in a situation where he's, I won 2 sets against him in the his first finals match, but he's never really been in a situation where he felt like he was in trouble. And it's very difficult to focus. He randomized everything. He was not happy with the selection, which is a little bit interesting because I think his addition has improved a lot since season 2. He did not get it correct though. Here we have 7th roots.
You need logs for that.
Well, this looks to be, did I miscount the digits? It's a 15 digit. 15.
Well, no, 15. you could try for 99 and it will probably be okay because it's so close to the upper.
Yeah, Rahul would definitely be using roots, logs, but his answer was like 142. I can't imagine that was the correct answer to the question. It seemed like
unless I miscounted and they were 15, but if they were 14, it was something really
no,
close.
No, it was 15. It was 15. Okay. And it would have. I'm not sure how Rahul came up with 140 though. That definitely would not be the answer.
That would be too much.
Yeah. So Kaloyan's, he's got it. He has been doing much better. In addition, is he not quite going to come up with it? Oh, okay.
Another one. Times 10. This is considerably more. Times 100 is considerably more difficult.
Yeah, this is 4 significant digits.
Previous one, you could have tried something close to 110 and would have been fine.
Well, and Kaloyan was trying that on the last one. He didn't get the point. I have a feeling he was rather close to the correct answer, though.
Because 11 to the 7th is almost 1 extra digit, so could have been 110 or around that. You with 4 or 5 tries, you can get it.
And I don't recall how many tries he put in. He may have made a mistake by not putting in all 5 tries, because he probably was very close. Okay, so the 7th root one's extremely difficult. Rahul, this has a more reasonable one on the screen. He got it right. I didn't see what he typed in though.
Neither did I. That twice the same answer. 1, 2, 3.
It certainly looks like Rahul is going to win this set, which will mark the first time that Kaloyan has been down. Well, actually, he actually was down against Tomas for a set. He lost the first set and then won the next 5.
12.
I think the issue here for him is that not being able to get the division questions on this mode is causing him a significant issue.
Well, if you only have one strength, that's going to be a problem in any case.
And so now he needs the complex tasks that he's relatively good at, and there are a lot of them.
Is he not better than Rahul at standard tasks in general, since he does the paper competitions and Rahul doesn't?
Well, and Rahul is constantly getting better. I can pull up how they did in the I will say in multiplication, standard multiplication, Rahul is definitely better. I think their addition times and division times have been about the same for the finals mode. So Kaloyan has an advantage when it's roots, and I think, and Rahul definitely did better on addition subtraction on this final stage, as well as multiplication. So Kaloyan definitely has an advantage on complex tasks, but he needs tasks that he can solve, obviously. And when you have this 7th root task, that's sort of not helpful for him. So we'll see what
Rahul strangely underperformed at MSO.
I'm not sure. Okay, so this is a set we've got roots, we've got very easy multi-operation, and we've got 2024 again. Clearly Kaloyan advantage here. Overcoming Kaloyan's advantage in roots is probably impossible in general, but it's not going to happen with 1 to 9 small multi-operation questions. And I don't know exactly what happened for Rahul at the MSO. I know the prior time when he competed, he had some technical issues, and I don't know if that may have happened again, or if there may have been. I will note though that, like, from a internet perspective,
you mentioned that the India connection issue, but then Swanand and Radhika did very well.
Yeah. So, Swanand is a competitor who doesn't really seem to have the internet issues. I will, without knowing facts, I can assume that Swanand is has a better internet connection and more. Rahul definitely has internet issues at certain parts of the day. We've had it with the Trends kids as well. But the problem is, it's not like a major issue. If they're displaying a question on the screen and then you're typing an answer in, and there's just like a 2-second lag, then it can, it's not going to disrupt your whole performance, but it can, in the racing for points, it can definitely impact people.
Yeah, I experienced that with in my first match with Lucas. I was using a PC that I was not used to.
Yeah,
there was just a slight lagging, and on some occasions
Yeah.
maybe meant not making it.
And it's tough. Like when I'm watching it, I can never tell I can tell sometimes by people's reactions, but I can't tell if the Google call is lagging or the match is lagging or both. So like if I see that there's I'm seeing a lag on the screen, it could just be the Google call is lagging. But then if the competitor is showing frustration, then I can assume that
And you consistently observed it several times with different Indian competitors.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is also the case. It is also the case that this doesn't really happen at this point in the season, but it happens during the regular season. If there are a bunch of people playing practice matches at the time of the match, the app itself can have a little lag. And we do experience that in like the mid part of the regular season where weekend matches, there's like a number of people practicing at the same time. And it can cause a slight delay. Yeah, and so unsurprisingly, I cannot imagine keeping up with Kaloyan on the square roots category, and unless there was a complex category that Rahul was extremely good at and Kaloyan was not, which I'm not sure if there is or not, but this one is not. This one is not going to provide enough of an advantage. And then 2024 MCWC tasks are things that Kaloyan is obviously comfortable with. He was there. He narrowly finished second in the surprise tasks. I think when I played Kaloyan, it was 5-2-1. The point differential was like 27 plus 27 for Kaloyan, but he won one set by 21 points, and the other 7 sets he was +6.
And that one had roots in it.
Yeah, the one, it not only had square roots in it, but the complex task was either cube roots or fourth roots or sixth roots. It was another straightforward root task, and
so
yeah, he
with all kinds of roots.
Yeah, well, I don't know about, I mean, square roots and cube roots and doing them repeatedly he's comfortable with. As the fifth roots and seventh roots are something different, but he's very, very good at cube roots as well.
Do you think he can use logarithms?
I don't know. I haven't. My guess is he's not. Okay, we have division, factorization, and large multi-operation. Rahul does not want to do the factorization. Oh, he's going to leave it? Oh. This will be interesting. Factorization on finals mode has the potential to be extremely difficult. But I cannot imagine, this does not feel like a promising set of categories for Rahul unless he is able to get.
What's the largest factor that is set to appear?
Sorry, what?
What's the largest factor that is set to appear?
I believe it is 8-digit. I forgot if we have 9-digit numbers still there or not. I know I had 9-digit numbers, and I may have taken them out as too difficult.
Is there a maximum factor that is
no
set? No, an 8-digit number could be a semi-prime 4 digits by 4 digits.
Yes, it can be extremely difficult. Yeah, they're not easy. They're just random numbers.
2-digit factor, I suppose no one can do it, not even Benson.
If it's what?
If there's not a 1 or 2-digit factor.
If it's an 8-digit number, yeah. If it's an 8-digit number and it's two two 4-digit primes. I cannot imagine that somebody's going to solve that. Okay, so 5, 8, 4, 9, 2, 3. It was prime.
Yeah, that's one try you can always make. You only waste one answer. But of course, it can if it can be prime, it's likely to have big factors as well. So that could happen in the previous stages as well.
Yeah.
To have like only 3-digit factors, for example.
Okay, so this one's not. Rahul has 507,629. That
No, it's not.
I know. It's not 11. Yeah, it's not 11.
It's not 17. It's not 37. Not 7. Not 13. What did he write? What did Kaloyan write for the factorization? Do you see?
He didn't actually. I don't think he submitted an answer other than the number itself.
Was it
But
prime or did he run out of time?
No, it wasn't prime. It was they both attempted to answer it as prime. Kaloyan needs to be able to do this division here. He's got a 4-digit divisor. He did not get it, and Rahul got that one. So now Rahul got solved the factorization.
He was lucky that what remained was a prime.
Yeah.
He's gonna do it as well.
Yeah. Okay, this is an easier division here for Kaloyan. He should be able to get through this quickly, but Rahul's advantage is he solved one division that Kaloyan did not solve.
This is gonna be another one.
Well, Rahul has won this set. He is now up 3-2-1. Very interesting. We couldn't. Sorry, what?
He's going for the podium this year. He's challenging the podium.
It's interesting because he seemed the first finals match. My recollection was the standard tests were difficult with him. I did notice by the time of the second one that he appeared much better. Okay, so sum of squares. These numbers are going to be big. I don't think I have not seen Kaloyan do finals level sum of squares, but he is extremely good at sum of squares.
He seemed quite happy with the.
Yeah, he
got. He only changed that one, right?
Yeah, and we have. There it goes. So that delay right there. That delay is because of how long it took the server to calculate answers to the sum of squares questions that it generated.
Does he calculate them all at once before the game starts?
Yes. So it was doing so the when you see the factorization one, there's a slight delay, like about
Mhm.
half a second to a second, just for it to calculate those. But for the sum of square ones, it took a meaningful period of time. Yeah,
Wow.
Kaloyan is fast. Kaloyan, I think so far over the course of the season, the two things that anybody has been clearly better in terms of, just the questions I've seen than Benzo, are just Aryan at addition and Kaloyan at sum of squares. He yeah, he's these. I mean, these are doing a sum of square on an 8 or 9 digit number is not particularly easy. And no,
Definitely not. There was 8 numbers. Uh, no, even calculating the first square takes some time.
well, not really for him, but
Not for him, okay. But
yeah,
once you've done that, the rest is. I mean, if you pick the closest one and you calculate it correctly, the rest is relatively easy. But
right. I think Kaloyan has much more of a sense of like
Rahul is
when it's
using a different technique. He's going for the clean square at the beginning and have a bigger remainder.
yeah. I don't. There are a number of people who try that, and some of them are rather successful with it. I struggle to see how that would be a better approach unless you're really not confident in your square root ability. And Rahul's, I mean, he's
Yeah.
definitely good enough at square roots that the next digit shouldn't be any difficult.
I would never try a four digit as a first number with that kind of task. I would do like Rahul.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you do it like Kaloyan
Well, I mean,
for the
I
closest
cannot
number?
say I have made many efforts to solve 8 digit sum of squares before. I would try it like Kaloyan, but I mean, I'm not particularly good at it. So yeah, the 10 to 5 here, 200 seconds in. I don't think there's any chance Rahul's making a comeback in this set. So we have 3-1 with 2 sets remaining. If one of them wins both of the final 2, they win. Otherwise, we have our first finals tie.
Hmm.
Rahul has been ever since I think he participated in the very first qualification session for season 1, and he has been getting
So
better and better and better and better. Sorry, what?
Have you seen Kaloyan with the sum of squares? There was a
Sorry, I did.
nine. Have
It
you
is
seen
9.
Kaloyan? There was a 9 digit number, and he wrote in I think less than 10 seconds 17,092 as the first square.
Yeah,
And he didn't even need all 4 of them. There were 2 or
yeah,
3, I think.
yeah, yeah. I mean the last he was doing he does the 6 and 7 digit ones. Those are like 6-second tasks for him. 6 to 8 seconds, and I'm not surprised that he is easily able to extend it. He seems surprised when his answer doesn't work. He's like,
So if you can square such long numbers so easily, maybe he really does solve roots with long bases rather than taking 2 or 3 digits as a base.
okay, so he won 13-11. We have roots and sum of squares. That does not. So I'm assuming Rahul is going to randomize all of them here. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's very
Division,
good.
factorization, and a mid-level multi-operation. This will be interesting. It could go either way. These kinds of questions, these are generally, I think, what Rahul is best at, multiplying a series of 2 or 3 digit numbers. He's quite comfortable at it. He can definitely go further than just that right there.
That's 11 digits. Yes.
Yeah, they're running out of time.
Probably slightly beyond his potential.
When they
That was a
first
prime.
one's, it was a prime, yeah. Rahul got this multi-operation question very quickly. He gained a few seconds there, several seconds. This one is reasonable.
That's still 8 digits. Probably not too difficult for them.
Rahul answered, but he did not get it correct. Neither, and Kaloyan did not either.
Kaloyan does it one by one, so he doesn't couple digits. He
Right.
does single ones.
I'm not sure what the
112747. How the hell did you find that 31 in such a short time?
I have no idea. I mean, I've seen Wenzel pull out 97 and 521 of the last 2 factors, and that was like in season 2, and he's significantly better at it now.
Because if you get to 31, it means you've probably checked most of what comes before.
I think yeah, I think there's a lot of sort of a semi-memorized or semi-known multiplication table going up to a long ways, and you just sort of
Okay.
recognize.
With 31, the thing I can think of is 31 times 43 times 3 is 3999.
Okay.
But I don't see that very useful in that case. You had 122, it wasn't 120 or something where you can get the remainder.
Yeah.
And still, I would first check 23, 29, and 17 at least before going for the 31. It was like he saw some pattern and jumped directly at that number, or he's extremely fast and checked the other ones.
No, so one thing I don't know if there's sort of to what extent people actually jump around and use divisibility tricks, but I know that you're told me that when he tries to factor or do divisibility, he doesn't go in order, like, which is he sort of, there's some ability to like notice or check things that like he thinks are easier to check. And I think, I mean, in Wenzel's case, I really think the knowledge of the multiplication table going up pretty high is playing a huge role in his ability to pick out large 2-digit primes, because I like solving six digit primes is like factoring a 6-digit number is easy for him. I mean, it doing any of them in 30 seconds is expected. Even if it broke down as 2-3 digit numbers, I would still like expect him to come up with it. I think what
in 30 seconds. Have you ever seen
yeah
him do
in 30 seconds. So I'd have to. Oh, okay. So the last set here, Kaloyan is up 4-3-1. So if he wins, he wins. If he doesn't win, it's a tie. But Rahul randomized everything, and that doesn't look like a great set of question formats for Kaloyan. So we will division, addition, division, and the second hardest multi-operation category. Yeah, I think Kaloyan will get this as well. I'm surprised that Rahul answered that a lot faster. He did something wrong in the addition. It's not over 1,000. It's 988. Yeah, he didn't do the addition correctly. Okay, so yeah, the addition division questions are very easy. They're much simpler than other questions. I don't know if it's
0 point something, so you only have 2 significant digits.
on the addition division or in the one he's
In this one, in what they were both doing,
yeah.
the denominator is bigger.
And Kaloyan answered that one very quickly on his first try. So now we are at a dead even situation. This is a reasonable division question. I think one of them is going to get it right at least. Oh, Kaloyan did not get it right, and Rahul did not get it right. That is surprising.
Kaloyan was putting 6 as the 5th digit, and Rahul was putting 8.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. This does not look like it's. I can't imagine that they're going to solve this one. So Kaloyan has a looks like a 7-second advantage.
By 999 is not difficult.
Yeah, but they've got
people can manage a 4 3-digit numbers to be multiplied in 20 to 25 seconds.
And one of them is a 4-digit number too. That is a tough task. And then you've got to adjust it afterwards, multiply it by 1,000 over 999, or sorry, you have to adjust it at the end to come up with the answer. Yeah, I not an easy task. Rahul is running out of time on the division. This one's a little bit harder here. Oh, Kaloyan's got to be careful. He's got to get this right. He did not. He's got one chance left. Okay, so now we are back. Rahul has a 2-second lead now.
4 by 3 by 2. I can't read the 3-digit number. Is that 508?
508. They're both capable of solving it. I'm neither one of them will get it. We're on to division. 7 digits required for the answer. Reasonable here. 12 by 5. Neither of them got it. Neither. Okay, we're on to the next. 40 seconds left. So they're gonna have this question, one multi-operation, and
I do
maybe
understand if Kaloyan suffers pressure, or if it's just his outward way of gesturing a lot and moving a lot that gives this impression.
I'm not, honestly, I'm not sure. he tends to do that sort of regardless of the match. I think even in sort of low pressure situations, he does that. So I think that's just, I mean, he could be putting pressure on himself, of course. Okay, so we have a tie.
Oh, it's a tie.